errors, some exceptions, exception handling, then the try and except block, then nested block, then up to so on. So first of all, we have three types of errors. First one is your syntax error. So syntax errors are errors generated during the parsing. So they are also called as parsing errors. In the program, if there is any syntax error, then the program will not be executed. The syntax error is something like that you don't mention any bracket or any colon, then it will generate a syntax error. So the second type of error is called as logical error. So logic error do not interrupt the execution of the program, but they are responsible for getting unwanted result. As if you write a code to calculate two numbers, but by mistake the program is running and the result is giving the subtraction of two numbers. That means the program is running, no error is coming, but the logic is not correct, as you want the addition of two numbers, but it is providing the subtraction of two numbers. Now the next error is your exception. The third type of error is called exception. So exceptions are the errors generated during the runtime. During the execution of the program, if the exception is generated, then the execution is terminated immediately. For example, if you try to divide a number with 0, then the result it will be infinity. So this value cannot be represented, and to overcome this problem, a runtime error called as exception name is zero division error is generated. Okay. So now these are some exception. What is exception? When writing a program, you more often than not will encounter errors. Errors caused by not following the proper structure of the language is called as syntax error or parsing errors. Errors can also occur at runtime, and these are called exceptions. So some example, when a file we try to open does not exist, then it will return file not found error. And when you want to divide a number by 0, when you try, then it will provide an exception named zero division error. Okay, so next, there is a program. This program is made in Python, not in the interface of JupyterLab, but the logic is simple. When I try to divide a number by 0, what will happen? It will provide an exception, that is zero division error. That means division by 0. So as it results in infinity, so it will throw an exception name, that is zero division error, division by 0 error. So now move to exception handling. What is exception handling? So now move to exception handling. Exception handling basically used when you find some error in your program, then the program will raise an exception so that you will understand why that error comes in the program. So to handle exceptions and to call code when an exception occurs, we use try and except statement here. The try block contains code that might throw an exception. That means that part which you think that error can occur in that particular part, that must be in try block. The try block contains code that might throw an exception. If that exception occurs, the code in the try block stops being executed and the code in the except block is executed. If no error occurs, the code in the except block does not execute. That means if you throw any exception, or if an error come in try block, then the particular except related to that error will occur. So next is, here is the program in which I'll just use a try statement and an except statement. So I'll just input two numbers, first number and the second number, then again I'm doing the division by 0 type problem. If the numbers are correct, like if the numbers are divisible, then the result will be printed. Otherwise, if someone added like remain like denominator 0, then the except part will occur and exception handle will print on the screen. At the end of this program, this block is also executed because this is not the part of this. So at the end of program will be printed. Now here is the try block with else part. See, if the code is executed correctly and except block is not working, or except block is work, then after that particular else statement will also work. So else can also work with your except statements. So here what I make a program in which I'll just add a else part. If the error comes in this part, then particular except that print exception handle is printed, otherwise else part will be printed. So in this program, as I am entering second number is 0, so in this case exception will be handled printed. So now it is the example of nested try block. Nested try block means in a program, if you want to use multiple try blocks, then it is a program of that. So here I'll first using a try block in which I'm entering two numbers, that is numerator and denominator. Then in try block I'm just writing here I'm again this tries particularly check for if some user enter a wrong value, like someone is adding a b, so a b can't be divisible, that's why. So this try block will check that error, and this try block will check the division by 0 error. So if this error occurs, then this except will be executed, that is divide by 0 error. Otherwise, if this block works but correctly and this block creates error, then this particular except will occur, that is invalid input. And at the end of program, just write a statement, that is end of a program. So here it is the functioning of nested try block in Python. So now next move to a try statement can have multiple different except blocks to handle different exceptions. Till now we have used a try block, multiple try block and single except in them. So now further we can use a try with multiple except also. Okay, so let's see how it works. See, here I make a program in which I'll just taking same program, that is division by 0. If it will work properly, then the result is printed. Otherwise see, if the result is correct, that means if you see here, I'll just enter 5 and 2 and the result is 2.5, and after that the else part is executed. Why? Because in this program no except will work, because there is no error in this program, no exception is there in the program. So here I'll make two excepts. One is your value error, that means if some value is not correct, that you enter a b c instead of some integer value. And second except is for zero division error, that means some denominator is providing you value 0, so that means this error will occur. So in this program, as just I enter 5 and 2, that means no error will come and only the else part will be executed at the end. So now here is again a program of multiple except, or in previous languages you use catch blocks. So here no catch will work, here only except blocks work. So here I'll make 3 except. One is value error, one is your type error, and third one is your zero division error. So these are the inbuilt exceptions, that means already defined in the Python. So now move to next, that is we can use multiple exceptions into a single except block using parentheses to have the except block handle all of them. That means as we are using different except in previous program, we can use a single except with the different exceptions. See how it works. Here what I am making a program of dividing by 0, or a different operator I use divide, and I am printing the quotient of function. Here I am using except with two types of exception. One is your value error and second one is your type error with the help of parenthesis. And next is the simple zero division error that we already using in previous program. So here is a different way to use two exceptions at a time with the help of your except and in the parenthesis you can use two exceptions at a time. So it will print the information about this error. Next is try using with functions. Now try to use our try block, our except block with functions. If you want to use a try block with functions, that means if you define a function that is divide, here you are passing just a numerator and denominator. Functioning is all same, but here just difference is that now we are working with try with functions. So in try, when we divide here that is writing numerator and denominator, here just I am calling the divide function, then the control will pass here and from here result will comes here. If the value error is there, then it will print invalid input. If zero division error is there, then it will print divide by zero error. See, the functioning is same, but the difference is that in somewhere I am using multiple tries, I am using multiple excepts, or in a program I am using a single except with multiple exceptions. Now in this program what I am doing, I am using a function with try block. So here another program of try block. In this program I am using try and except in function also. This type is used as we did in previous session, but the function part, in the function part now I am using try and except again. So in function, if try block is there, like just checking the division by zero error, if zero by division error comes, then except occurs. And the main block I am just checking value error, here I am calling the function. So just depends on you that where you want to call the exception or where you want to put the try and except block to handle that particular exception. Now how to raise exception? If you want to raise the exception yourself, user want to raise the exception, that means you know where error can come and there you want to raise the exception. So in C, C++, Java, in C++ and Java we use throw statement for that, but here we use raise statement, R-A-I-S-E. So it is the program. I'll just try in try block, I'll just check the marks that if it is less than 0 or it is greater than 100, that means if the condition is satisfied, then I will raise the value error. That means जैसे ही आपकी कंडीशन ट्रू होगी, जो आपकी एक्सेप्शन है वो रेज हो जाएगी और वैल्यू जो आपकी है क्या प्रिंट हो जाएगी, दैट इज इंडेक्स आउट ऑफ रेंज. दैट मीन्स इफ आई एंटर अ वैल्यू ग्रेटर देन 100 or less than 0, then the error will be index out of range. So here I am raising an exception by the statement raise statement. So here's another example of raise exception from except block. In previous program I am raising the exception in try block, but now here I am raising the exception through except block. See, here the function is same, I am using try and except block, and here I am using the raise request. That means if the error comes here, then the exception will raise and the particular block will be executed from here, like zero division error. So now next part is finally block. So finally block can also be included within the try block. If an exception is raised within the try block, then except block will be executed, otherwise the else block will be executed. So either except or else block will be executed for the corresponding try block. The finally block will be executed whether any condition of exception is raised or not. In both of these cases, the finally block will be executed. That means finally block will always work whether an exception occurs or whether an exception not occurs. So here is the program. I'll just simply add a block that is finally. If a particular error will come, then zero division by arrow error or value error or type error will be printed. Otherwise, error come, whether error comes or whether not, but this block, that is finally block, will always execute it. So here is this code in finally statement even runs if an uncaught exception occurs in one of the preceding blocks. Okay, so error आए या ना आए, exception हो या ना हो, finally block will always be executed. So next is last but not least in this, that is your user defined exception. That means if you want to make your own exception, then you can do this in Python. So how we do that? Simply I'll just make an exception that is name invalid range, and when I try to check the condition, in this case I am just raising invalid range. That means this particular exception will occur. Here I will define this exception, and here I am calling this exception. Here I am raising this exception. I'll just raise invalid range, and the particular except block will be executed, that is index input value out of range. So here is the program of user defined exception. You can make as much as programs using exceptions. Try to use exceptions in your program so that they can work properly. If error will come, then by the exceptions error or by the particular except block you will get the proper error.